Good evening. This is the Duke of Fremont Street in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today is Friday, October 22nd, 2021. Before starting my video this evening, I would like to thank you all for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so and ask you to share this channel with your friends, associates, and family. Salute. Incredible. Well, anyway, today we had a roller coaster day on the market. I saw in the late morning that we actually exceeded our 60-day high in the silver market. The 60-day high is $24.68, $24.68. At one time late this morning, we actually climbed to $24.80. So I thought, wow, this might be the beginning of something. But later in the afternoon, we gave back some of those profits. We still ended up on a win today. And lately, the market has been going up slowly but surely. I feel that this intraday move that is over the 60-day high is very bullish, and believe that it's very possible that we may be in the beginning of a very, very nice bull run in silver. We actually closed at 24.30 bid by 24.40 ask. There's a 10-cent spread, which is very, very small. While we're at it, the gold closed at 17.92 by 17.93, a dollar spread. I think it's funny that you get into something almost $1,800 and then there's only $1 between the bid and the ask. That kind of shows you how tight the market is today. Well, today I would like to talk to you about my new favorite color. For years, my favorite color has been green. Green to me was an essential color, and still is. And I still like the color. It's the color of our money, for our fiat money, for example. But the new color that I find more significant in my life is silver. So silver is my new color, and I would have to say it's my favorite color for a variety of reasons. I think silver ultimately will be my and our salvation in these dark times ahead. Currently, a lot of my associates and customers feel that they're frustrated with the low price on the paper market, and they're also frustrated with high premiums. The high premiums, the actual premium on the above the spot is high. I'll admit that. Historically, it's been much lower. Although the premiums a little while back were even higher than they are now. I believe this reflects more of the reality of what silver actually should cost. And the paper market, as we all know, is artificial. It's manipulated, and I challenge you to find silver at those prices. It's near impossible. As you know, inflation is gaining traction, and it's getting out of control. And there's a supply chain breakdown. There's a labor shortage. There's a lot of factors out there that are troublesome. And frankly, I believe that we should worry about these factors, and if they're out of our control, we must do what we can within our control. So, we can't solve the world's problems, but I believe we can manage to weather the coming storms. The new uncertain times I've branded the new dark ages. And people did live through the dark ages. In fact, some thrived. I believe that if you're on the right side of the bed, you'll thrive also. I like 999 silver, 0.999 pure silver. I like silver bars. I like silver rounds. I like fractionals. I like all that. I think it's wonderful. And I do have some in my portfolio. I like the generic rounds and the generic bars. And I also like the sovereign rounds, like the American Eagle or the Canadian Maple Leaf and so forth. However, even though I like those, I think for me personally, one of the silver, the ways to collect silver, the way to acquire silver that I find my favorite is the constitutional coinage, because there's a number of reasons. I'm an old school person, and I remember when back in the day it circulated as our money, and that's never the power of the constitutional coinage has never gone away. It's still our money and will always be our money. Let me give you a few points that I like about it. For one, it's easily recognizable, especially if you have a few years on you. You remember the silver coins clinging in your pockets, and you remember, as I do, I recall when they switched it over to the copper or the clad coinage. And at the time, I didn't realize the significance of that, but it was definitely a game changer. As I said earlier, the silver coinage, the constitutional coinage, has not ever lost its purchasing power. You can buy today what you could have bought 50 years ago with it, without the inflated prices that we're using today with our fiat currency. Let me give you a perfect example. These are American silver dollars. These happen to be my favorite. I love these. I collect them by the roll. Aren't they neat? These happen to be the Morgan. I'll just leave them out of the roll. These are the Morgan dollars. And the Morgan dollars, they stopped making those in 1904. And then reintroduced them in 1921, made an abundance of them. And then in 1921, the peace dollar came along to replace the Morgan dollar. So during 1921, they actually produced both at the same time. And then along 1935, they stopped making the silver dollars. But they circulated. I remember as a child, they circulated. I live in Las Vegas. The slot machines were full of them. People would go home with their pockets bulging with these silver dollars, and they thought they were annoying. They wore holes in their pockets. Let me give you a little example of what we can do with the silver dollar today. Any silver dollar today, this Morgan dollar, very circulated. This would probably be about a fine, maybe a VF. A circulated grade. Those are in their 30s. You can't buy one for $1. It's $1 face value, but you're going to spend, they've gone up substantially. You're going to spend a low 30s, if not mid 30s for those silver dollars. So let's say in Vegas, the real estate, an average house costs you, say $400,000 or so. Let's say we step up to the plate and buy a $500,000 home. You know, not a bad place, not a castle, but not bad. Well, you can buy that house right now today for $15,000. You know, 15,000. The face value on $1 is $1. That's why they call it $1, a silver dollar. 15,000 of those is approximately at 33.33, something in that neighborhood per dollar, about $500,000. So could you imagine going to the seller and saying, I'm going to give you $15,000 for your house that you're asking $500,000 for? If they did that to me, I'd accept their offer in a New York minute. So don't discount the power of the almighty silver dollar. Let's go on down the road and say you want to buy a nice collector car. You know, nothing, you're not going to buy a Duesenberg, but say you're going to buy a nice vintage car, or perhaps even a new car in the lot. And the sticker price is $50,000. $50,000. That's, I mean, that's not a, you know, some cars are much, much more expensive. But let's pick $50,000 for a number. If you feel that the $50,000 is a lot, just go in and hand them $2,200 in change, in quarters, dimes, and in halves. I calculate that for about $2,200 face value in quarters, dimes, and halves of pre-1964 silver coinage, you could buy that $50,000 car. And if I were selling that $50,000 car and someone offered me that, I'd rather have the $2,200 in coinage than I would the $50,000 in fiat money. I think you see where I'm going with this. It goes on and on and on with illustrations. Barter is a cinch. I mean, it's an absolute cinch. Yesterday I did a small deal with one of my nice associates, and there was a $40 change that I owed the customer. So I proceeded to hand him 2 20s in fiat money. He said, no. He goes, please give me 8 1/10-ounce Duke ducats. So, which I had a lot. Here's my Duke ducats. These are the tenths. So instead of the 2 $20 bills, I gave him 8 of these, and we were square. And it was an even Steven trade. I get $5 a piece for them. 5 times 8 is 40. As long as I'm on the ducat in, I get $40 a piece for my own coinage, which I thank you all for ordering those. I've sold quite a few of those since I started doing these videos, and I appreciate your fine business. Let me go briefly over some of these 90% constitutional money types. You have the dimes, which are one of my favorites. The dimes are so negotiable. They're powerful, and in almost every transaction, you can get through that transaction without making change. After the dime, you step up to the quarter, and then I sell them by the rolls. I sell dimes and $5 rolls, the traditional $5 rolls. I like the clear rolls where you can actually see alongside that they are silver and they don't have that clad, that copper look. Anytime you see any of that red copper, you know it's not a silver dime a quarter. And then the $50. These happen to be the walking liberties. These are some of my favorites. I love these walkers. These are one of my favorite coins of all times. Isn't that beautiful? That's the walking liberty $50. In fact, it's such a powerful image that the modern American Eagle replicated the walking liberty. Let me see if I can hold that up to you. This is the original walking liberty half, and this is the current in production 1.999 ounce of American Eagle, of pure silver. So it's funny, in this modern age, with all our computers and with all our knowledge and wherewithal, that the best design that we came up with on our new American silver dollars, these have a $1 face value, is the old Walking Liberty hat. I'm going to wrap this up pretty quickly, but I want to mention something to you. If you have 2 half dollars, okay, or 4 quarters, or 10 dimes, that's $1 face. And generally speaking, the constitutional money is traded in face value, not weight. The actual weight of 2 of these, the actual silver weight of 2 of these half dollars is 0.723 ounces of pure silver in each 2. The thing is, that's a little hard mathematically to figure. And in modern day terms, we've converted that 0.723 to 0.715. The refiners and so forth feel that, you know, over the years with the wear and tear, they knock off, they shave off a few of the hundreds. Incidentally, the silver dollar actually has a little more silver per face value than 2 half dollars. Okay, this is $1, this is $1. This is 0.715 ounces. The silver dollar is 0.77344 ounces of pure silver per dollar. I would like to stress this. When buying and selling, the transaction should be done in face value. You know, I see people say, oh, online will say, oh, we're going to sell you a half a pound of silver, or we're going to sell you a pound of silver, or whatever. It's very confusing. Stick with the masses and buy and sell it by the face value. If you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to contact me. It's not that difficult. Good luck with trying to locate the constitutional money. I went online this morning to check out the prices to make sure that I'm competitive in the world market, which I am. And almost invariably, when I check the lowest prices, the best prices on the bags of constitutional money, the people don't have any. You know, they're out. You know, we'll contact you when it's in stock. So, although I don't buy online and I don't sell online unless I absolutely have to, if I quote the price of something, it's something that is in my hands that will go into your hands. That the transaction will take place immediately. I'm impatient. I don't want to wait 2 days, much less 2 weeks or a month for my items, especially if I paid for them up front. I've been doing this for over 50 years as a purveyor, collector, investor, trader, buyer, and seller of precious metals. And personally, I think that it's never been harder to acquire these items. It's very, very difficult. I see a lot of buyers and no sellers. I believe that people are starting to recognize the importance and the value of silver, especially the constitutional coinage, and that makes it more and more challenging every day to pick it up. But don't be discouraged. To me, it's a treasure hunt. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I would like to thank you for stopping by, and I would like to toast to you once again, to your health, to your wealth, and to your continued success. Salute. If you happen to be coming to Las Vegas, give me a call. You can call me in advance. And my phone number actually is 702-561-9431. And if you're coming to Vegas and wishing to purchase, that's not a problem. If you're coming to Vegas and you wish to sell, that's wonderful. I'm your buyer. And prior to coming, I want you to, call me in advance. We'll set up a nice meeting in a secure location that we both feel comfortable in. And don't forget this: when dealing with me, there are no dumb questions. If you have any questions whatsoever, I have people say, "Oh, this is a dumb question." No, it's not. We're talking about your money, and we're talking about your future. And if we're dealing with things that are that important, there is no such thing as a dumb question. You'll never go wrong by dealing with somebody that's reputable and trustworthy. So stick to that. It's important that you deal with somebody that has good character and has your best interest in mind. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon. And once again, please feel welcome to give me a call anytime, and I hope to see you in my beloved Las Vegas. So long.